Get ready to be swept off your feet. Welcome to the Lover List, where Reddit's most romantic love stories come to life. Hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe and turn on notifications if you're ready for a love ride. 25 male, 24 female. I don't know what to do about this insanely weird thing I found. Hi, I'm 22 female. I have 2 brothers. 25 male, Bryson, and 32 male, Jake. Jake found out his ex-wife had been cheating on him about a year and a half ago. They didn't have any kids, so the divorce was simple. Around the time their divorce was finalized, Jake started dating Melanie, 24 female. Melanie has been friends with Bryson since middle school. He's never said it out loud, but it's been obvious that he's had a thing for her for a very long time and his feelings were never reciprocated. At least, it's obvious to me. Maybe it's not obvious to other people. Anyway, Jake and Melanie have been dating at this point for about 9 months. As far as I know, Bryson has never said anything about it and has never acted like he had an issue with it. They go to family events all the time, he's friendly with both of them, acts totally normal. Here's the weird part. My laptop broke, and I needed to attend a meeting for work, so I asked my brother Bryson if I could borrow his laptop. He said sure and lent it to me. At one point, I accidentally minimized the window and I was looking for it. I accidentally opened up a folder that he had minimized, but not closed all the way out. It was filled, absolutely filled, with every picture, post, comment that Melanie has ever put on social media. There are pictures of her where it doesn't look like she's looking, pictures of her taken far away, pictures of her from years and years ago. It was a lot. Like seriously, a lot of these pictures. I didn't want to be nosy, so I didn't look that much, but I saw enough to know that it was a lot. Is he stalking her? I definitely don't think this is normal. Who do I tell? I don't want him to think I was snooping on purpose, but at the same time, it was strange. What do I do? Update. I used my brother's computer, found a folder full of pictures of photos she's posted, but also pictures taken of her from far away. Pics where I don't think she knew they were being taken. Thousands of them along with social media posts, text screenshots from her, etc. I had told Melanie to meet me at my house after work, but then I started to get in my own head about Bryson. I went on the computer and saw he was active on Steam. If he was playing video games, he was at home, so I told my friend to come with me to where Melanie works so we could talk on the way home anyway. We met her outside and she was like, "Oh, I was just about to go to your place after I swung by Bryson's." And she said that Bryson had texted her at work too and told her to come by his place because he had something to give her. So I told her everything and showed her the picture I had of the folder. She was really confused, but when I told her about Bryson's reaction to me finding out, she got freaked out. She called Jake and told him everything. We went back to their place and I told Jake the full story of what I saw. He didn't have much of a reaction at first. He just made me write everything down. What I saw, down to every last detail. We spent about half an hour writing down the descriptions of every single picture I remembered seeing, and writing down exactly what Bryson said, verbatim. Bryson started calling her phone because she hadn't come by after work. Jake answered it and told him not to contact Melanie anymore, then hung up. Jake left and he went to the police first and let them know what was going on. Then he went over Bryson's house. I really don't know what happened there, but when he came back he was mad and took a shower to calm down before he talked to us. Basically all he said after that was that we were going to go to the cops the best day. I told them everything I saw and then they spent a long time talking to Melanie. They told both of us to delete and block him from everything and told Melanie to call them if he tries to show up at her place or at work. I'm not sure if they talked to Bryson or not, but as far as I know he hasn't contacted Melanie since, but Jake has also rearranged his work schedule so he's walking her to and from work and her boss knows, so they're all keeping an eye out for her there too. Jake told us to stay out of it and that he's the only one that will deal with Bryson. Don't feel bad for not knowing what to do about this insanely weird thing you found, because I don't know what to do about it either, and I'm twice your age and have seen some shit. This question may be above Reddit's pay grade. I think a lot about what to do next depends on the personalities of the people involved, so I've got a few questions. You know everyone in this story far better than we do, so you're in the best position to have an educated guess about how they'll react. What's Bryson like in general? If you spoke to him about this first, do you think he'd get angry and defensive or embarrassed and contrite? If it's the former, don't talk to him yet. Do you think he's a potential danger for Melanie? What's Jake's relationship with his brother? If you spoke to him about this first, do you think he'd react angrily and go attack him, or would he try to be understanding and sympathetic? If it's the former, don't talk to him yet either. Ultimately, Melanie needs to know about this. Someone is going to have to tell her eventually. How well do you know her? Do you think she would panic if told this information, or do you think she could take it in stride? Basically, you have 3 options for who to talk to first, and if I were in your shoes, my decision would be based on who I thought would react the calmest. If Melanie seems like the think things through before reacting type, then she might be your best bet. She can decide how comfortable she is being around Bryson, and she can also help you break the news to Jake. If she's likely to panic, then I wouldn't tell her yet, or the situation will get out of control very quickly. But like I said, she does need to know, sooner rather than later. If Jake is normally the calm one, tell him and he can help you figure out how to talk to Melanie. Unless you are 100% sure that Bryson is harmless and will not react badly, I strongly recommend against talking to him first, though. Edit, I see later in your comments you spoke to Bryson first and he went ballistic. I was afraid of that exact thing happening. You need to talk to Jake and Melanie immediately now. Probably both at the same time. They need to know what's going on as soon as possible, just in case Bryson starts behaving unpredictably. I do not know if he is stalking her, but this is at least very obsessive and not healthy behavior. How to handle this? First, directly talk to Bryson. Do not accuse or confront him. That would likely lead to him building a wall towards you. Come from a place of concern. For example, "Hi Bryson, I am very sorry, but when I used your laptop I accidentally saw something I think I was not meant to show. I saw your folder full of pictures of Melanie, and right now I am concerned about you and about what this could mean for our family dynamic. Is it possible that you have deeper feelings for her? Why did you take that much photos? Does it seem that she is unaware that she is being photographed? Is there something you want to talk about? See how he reacts. If he tells you the truth and admits he has a problem, then you can help him in finding help to recover. If he blocks you, gets defensive, or even attacks you, then you need to inform Jake and Melanie about it. This could potentially prevent a dangerous situation to unfold. Thank you. I'm kind of worried about confronting him about it, but I don't see how I can't. I sent him a text to call me once he can. I know, and it most likely will not be a fun talk with him, but it is necessary. If you can show him that you come from a place of concern and not of one of condemnation, he will maybe open up to you. If he does not, you at least have tried to help him. But then you need to warn your other brother's girlfriend so she can protect herself. You really should tell Melanie, especially after your brother freaked out after you asked about it. She deserves to know that he apparently has secretly been taking pictures of her for years. TBH, I would have said nothing to Bryson and instantly taken photos and told Melanie. That is what needed to happen because Melanie is likely not safe with Bryson around. I can't get over the fact your oldest brother is seeing someone his little brother has feelings for. I could never imagine doing that to my little brother, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Jake apparently thinks Bryson and Melanie are just friends, without knowing Bryson has unrequited feelings for her. She may be a bit young for Jake, though, especially if he knew her when she was a kid and he was a young adult. You said Bryson and Melanie have been friends since middle school, right? Is it possible he just organized photos of all his friends? Is Bryson on the spectrum and seems like he would do that kind of thing? Maybe he just likes to keep these interactions organized. Seems like a long shot TBH, but trying to give your brother the benefit of the doubt that he's not stalking your other brother's new girlfriend. Probably smartest thing to do is talk to him about it from a place of concern, as others said, but you could also try to see if other folders of other people exist on his computer. Would make it seem less focused and creepy for sure. It's a dangerous accusation, could easily really harm both brothers' lives. If you told Melanie that Bryson has been stalking her, so tread carefully. If Bryson really is stalking her, Melanie might need to know for her own safety though. I talked to Bryson about it. He flipped out on me, like literally screaming at me. It definitely wasn't just organized photos of a friend. He's not on the spectrum. Without informing him about what you found, you could ask out of natural curiosity that if your older brother and the new GF get married, is he okay with that, or does he still have unrequited love for her? Do it privately and ask him to be completely honest, as you don't want things to pop up within the family. Let him know you remember how he had a crush once and are worried. Yeah, your brother was either going to confess his love and hope for the best, drug and rape her, or make up bullshit about your older brother and you to keep your revelations from working. Those are the only 3 possibilities. OP, stay safe. He might go after you as well. Your brother is a psycho and unhinged. Don't go near him. I hope everything goes okay for your older brother and the GF. They don't deserve this. Jake may have told you to stay out of it, but since you were the one who told them, Bryson might come after you. Keep your guard up as well. I feel like you, plural, you, Jake the police, aren't taking this as seriously as you should. Bryson knew he was discovered by you, so he escalated. You saved her from something nefarious by stopping her before she went to his place. What exactly? Who knows? Him suddenly texting her that he has something to give her right after he was discovered was not a coincidence. Does it bother anyone else that Jake accepted his brother was doing this so immediately? Like he totally believed Bryson could and was doing this, and moved directly into this needs to be dealt with through the police as an almost immediate response? What has happened in the past that Jake could have this reaction? I don't think it's that weird. Every person reacts differently, especially when it comes to anger. Some people are level-headed and be quiet with their anger, some have low impulse control, shout, rage, etc. He reacted the best way possible in my opinion. I mean, both your brothers suck, to be honest. Shitty thing for Jake to start dating his younger brother's friend that he's had a thing for and that he saw grow up with such a large age gap. But obviously Bryson is unhinged. He's obsessed with Melanie and it needs to be dealt with. He needs therapy. You should probably rope in your parents into what's going on. OMG OP, you are like the bravest. Shit, I would have been shaking. How has your parents reacted to this? I hope Bryson hasn't even tried to engage with you at all. And I honestly hope you know that you did the right thing. It's creepy and obsessive and I would have wanted to know if I wasn't safe. You are an amazing friend for doing what you did and not let fear stop you. Jesus, he sounds unhinged. Another episode of relationship stories that will bring a smile to your face and a tear to your eye is in the books. If these tales left you inspired, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future episodes filled with tales that'll warm your heart.